Hey, what's going on, man? Coach Tyler here with Black Diamond Softball and Fitness, and I have got a brand new video for you today. Not too long ago, I had the opportunity to sit down with RT Cantillo. She is the assistant coach at Rhodes College. She played professionally in Chicago, and she played collegiately at Ole Miss. We started talking about the game in general and sort of the recruiting process. And then we got stuck on the topic about emails and how important they are to the recruiting process for student athletes. So we give some tips to parents and players as they're trying to work their journey and try to find their right fit. If you like this type of stuff and you want to talk about recruiting and learning more about that process, please hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell so you won't miss another episode just like this. Check it out. There's so much that goes into it, and I do this whole podcast thing just to either help parents, help players, or help coaches understand that, man, I know you know a lot about the game. You wouldn't be in the game if you didn't, but there's so much more that you don't know. There is so much that I don't know. That's why I talk to people like you, because you've gone through this experience and you see it from this angle. I can't see it from your angle. I never will be able to see it from your side of things. I'll never get your perspective on it. That's why I ask you these questions. And that's why this stuff is popular with it. It could be when the cleats come off. It could be 7 innings. It could be any of these softball podcasts. Listen to them and listen to these people talk about it because they've either lived it or they're living it right now. And like listen to RT talk about her playing days compared to maybe just 10 years ago to where it is now. It changes and evolves. And if you're a coach from 20 years ago,
Right.
you've got to evolve too. Social media,
Yeah.
you mentioned that earlier. Social media has changed. It wasn't a thing when you were going through and getting recruited. I,
No,
I mean,
so Twitter, I don't know if it was the year they, uh, you know, um, Twitter whatever. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to find words right now and my brain's going ping, ping, ping. But so like 2012,
mhm.
my teammates were like, "Oh, RT, do you have a Twitter?" And I'm like, "What the heck is Twitter? What is this?" And so they actually made my account for me. That's why my handle is RT Chuck because
Mhm.
I'm who they made it for me. um, but so Twitter was out in 2012,
Mhm.
potentially 2011, 10, all of that. But that's
Yeah.
when we knew about it, right? And that was like I couldn't tell you what it was used for because I'm like, oh well, what am I supposed to do? Like, you want me to tweet my thoughts?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm good. I'm good. And now a lot of like that's if you're really interested in a recruit, I'm like, what have you tweeted? What have you liked? What are you,
Yeah.
what are you almost attaching yourself to on different things? So
You can learn
it's
a lot about their personality from their social media.
yes,
Sure.
yes, yeah.
That's I talk to my girls. I do coach a firecrackers team out here in Conway, South Carolina, which is a lot of miles away from the home base of the firecrackers. But I talk to the girls. We have our Tuesday meetings and we talk about that social media. We talk about different things. It's like, look, we have this big brand, and it could be the Bombers, it could be the Athletics, it could be whoever. But that's the big brand. You have your own small brand within that big brand because we have a team that's a brand. So everything is a brand. And like you're talking about being a
Mhm.
professional, you start being a professional right now because somebody's going to look at it. And you could be looking at a recruit and go, you know what? She's got some bad stuff on her TikTok or she's got some bad stuff on her
Mhm.
Twitter. Like, I just don't want to bring this girl on. She could be the sweetest, most kindest person, straight A student, can hit home runs for days, but I just don't want her brand to affect my brand. And I'm just not
Right.
going to do it.
Yeah, that's huge. I don't have a TikTok. I don't care to have a TikTok, but I still somehow find out about certain recruits' TikToks that they have. Um, and it's funny because whenever I can't say all coaches, so like there are plenty of coaches though out there that if ever, whenever they have any type of downtime, they will literally go through and try to figure out who this recruit is or what, like if they have the Midas touch, are you worthy of coming here? Like,
Right.
are you taking care of everything? School, yourself, like your own brain, your body, all of this.
Yeah.
Um, and like it's we will find it. We we will find it.
You got to. At the end of the day, these PSAs, they got to understand this is that coach's livelihood. This is their job on the
Yeah.
line. So they're going to
Yeah.
make sure whoever they bring in, I want them there. And of course, some
Yeah,
sneak through the
it's
cracks, of course, but still, tough.
absolutely. But yeah, it's our little sacred circle.
Yeah.
And you have to be so it's a two-way street. You have to be worthy of coming in, and
Mhm.
we also need to be worthy of taking care of you once you get here
Yeah.
in every aspect.
Yeah.
But
That's
yes,
it
it's
becomes that you kind right before the season really gets going, and then probably the last week or two when the season sort of ends, it's like that's all you guys have. That's it's like you
hmm
put that shell up and boom, this is us. During that recruiting process and stuff, you kind of let some people get a sneak peek of whatever you guys are doing, but boom, once the
right.
season starts, hey, we're locked in. This is us.
I won't have any time to do any type of recruiting. I try every season, it never fails. I try, but then I'm like, nope, my brain needs a break. I can't.
I can only imagine. I swear. I try to do as much as I can for the athletes that I have, and I have a few that they do have aspirations to go play at the next level, and then I have some that leaving the door open. They're 50-50. If it works out or if there's an opportunity, then
hmm
maybe we'll look at it. But it's not like this die hard. I have to, and I tell the players like, look, if I'm not the coach for you, or if you're looking for a higher level, I will do everything in my power to facilitate you getting on someone else's team. I know a lot of coaches, and if you want to play at a higher level than what I'm at, here, go here, get out of the nest. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
kind of the realm that I'm in. But I'm just trying to learn, and I hope more coaches do like what you've said. It's just it's a process. Understand that it's a process, but we don't recruit 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We have a
yeah,
team that we have
no,
to coach.
right, exactly. Yeah, and like I have a couple that I know for a fact I'm gonna get emails from them, and it's a good thing. Like I'm happy to get emails from them. I probably won't reply to them until like 3 weeks later,
Yeah.
if that, like the earliest. But kind of going off of that, and my brain kind of clicked when you said the word opportunity because honestly, I know recruits have a lot going on during season as well, unless they're I say during season. Some play high school, some choose not to play high school, some play high school ball in the fall. Like I know there's a whole bunch going on. But when during our season is almost their time to kind of get in our faces a lot more because we're just going through. If we see the same name over and over and over again, we're going to open it, we're going to reply to it, we're going to do, like we're going to look for you.
Yeah.
So I highly recommend recruits email and find their opportunity or more of an opportunity or anything like that during spring.
Yeah. What's funny is that you mentioned about the name. I just did a video on how to write an email. And of course, there's more than a million ways to write an email. But
Mhm.
my point to drive home in the video was get your name in that email as many times as you can. Of course, your email should have your professional name in there. So that's once. In the
Mhm.
subject line, you need to have your name there too. But when you're going to send over an email, might as well put some video clips in there. So at the top of
Yes.
it, you put a couple of links. Make sure your name is in those links. And then when you
Mhm.
send it, why not send them your profile sheet as well, just so they can have something quick to look at as if they were going to a tournament had it. So there's about
Yes.
5 or 6, 7 different ways if they're going to see your name and they see it so many times. So the next time you send them an email, that name is going to pop up. Just like you said, it's human nature. Be like, wait a
It's
minute. So it just continues to pop up. There's like little
yeah.
tricks and little things that you can do that might give you a competitive advantage. But at the end of the day, you got to perform when the lights are bright.
Oh yeah. I will say I do open every email that tells me that they've attached their transcript or their unofficial or a
Yeah.
screenshot. Cause I'm like, ooh, because if I see that, I at least have an idea of what academic tier you fall in for roads.